On this vote, the yeas are 218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
Wow, okay, so much to talk about today. This is a big deal. This bill represents the biggest policy shift in U.S. immigration since Ike Eisenhower in 1952. This is not a small thing. So what happened? So Congress has passed, and President Trump assuredly will sign the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Yes, that's the real name. So what does it change? So the Immigration Nationality Act of 1952 was considered the foundation of U.S. immigration law. It branded together several other various statutes into one unified law. And what the INA did was make family reunification the foundation of U.S. immigration. And this is evident in two key ways. One, unlimited visas for immediate relatives. Unlike other countries, the U.S. does not place a limit for the number of visas it can issue for immediate relatives. Unlimited relative being a spouse, sibling, or child. The INA explicitly carves out these visas from the annual limits as seen in Section 201B of the Immigration Nationality Act. And number two, family visa without limit has remained intact for over 50 years. Despite other categories and other changes being made. And this was simply because the US felt that they wanted to reunite families. However, a lot of people saw this policy as outdated. Many countries, for example, Canada, Australia, the UK, they have instituted merit-based immigration policy. And this One Big Beautiful Bill Act does the same thing. It says, establishing a skills-based immigration point system to focus family-sponsored immigration on spouses and minor children. Eliminate the diversity visa program. Set a limit on the number of refugees admitted annually. So this is a structural departure from the INA's intended purpose. It prioritizes employment and skills, so merit-based immigration. It gets rid of the diversity visa program. It's limiting family visas to spouses and children. This has actually been coming a long time. The US has already put limits on extended family visas for a while. So I think everyone in the immigration community saw this coming. So like I said, a big deal. So for those of you filing a K1 or CR1 visa, what does this mean for you? One, it increases fees. While the new fees have not been announced yet, USCIS and the National Visa Center will increase the filing fees for an I-129F and an I-130 petition. It adds a new security surcharge. A new $100 to $500 fee will be applied to family-based visa petitions and fund vetting and screening efforts. It creates longer processing times. More fraud protection and biometric screening will create longer processing times for I-129F and I-130 petitions. It enacts stricter financial review. This is a big one. So a lot of people whose income were kind of along the lines, but they weren't sure if they were going to get in. USCIS at one point was letting people slide. Not anymore. They're very strict about the income requirement. If you do not meet the income requirement, your petition will be denied. You'll get an RFE and then your petition will be denied. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Someone who's worked in this industry for over a decade, I'm just going to tell you, USCIS does not like low income petitioners who are petitioning someone with a wide age gap. They just don't. And so this law gives them all the excuse they need to deny more of those applications. In addition, there's going to be some embassy delays. Administrative processing and interview backlogs are expected to increase in high volume locations like Manila, Bangkok, and Bogota. So right now you should expect longer wait times. And you should also expect that it's already been moving in this direction, but your petition needs to have every I dotted, every T crossed, because there's going to be a lot less leeway when it comes to approving these petitions than they are now. In addition, they're probably going to reinstate interviews for adjustment of status. ICE will now be the largest funded law enforcement agency in the United States. So this is not a small thing. I will keep you updated on what's going on. If you want to make sure that your petition does meet the new standard, you can book a consultation with me at busybodyvisa.com. I'm a former fraud prevention officer. I can help you. Have a good day.